Welcome back to OMMAC 14. Featherweight action now and a fantastic matchup. We've got Artem Lobov taking on Shay Walsh. Shay Walsh, a very serious prospect, and Artem Lobov with probably one of the craziest records in the UK, Jay, for someone with his skill set.
Yep, and they don't call him the prospect killer for nothing. He's got wins over guys like Dave Hill, Uche Hikwe, so unorthodox, you know, so hard to prepare for. And his record really doesn't reflect his talent. This should be a great fight, Dave.
Already unbelievable stand-up style shown from Artem there. Nonchalantly, hands by his sides. Excellent left hook around the corner there. Yep. As a fighter yourself, Jay, I mean, how easy is it to deal with the mind game side of this, just seeing your man out there with his hands by his side?
It's really difficult to prepare for. Someone like Artem, you know, you can try and have partners in the gym who'll try and emulate their style, but it's not always possible, so you've really just got to feel it out when you're in there. As we say that, Shay grabs the takedown and is in Artem's guard. This is where Shay will want the fight. He doesn't want to be on the feet where you've got Lobov throwing the punches from all sorts of angles. You know, you can't prepare for that. So Shay wants to be here on top and landing some strikes.
Yeah, Shay Walsh, renowned for an excellent top game. He's got that crushing wrestling. This is where he would want the fight to take place, in top position now.
Yep, throws the hips in, looking to land some punches, but Lobov maybe looking for a leg lock. Yep, very interesting clash of styles. As you say, you've got someone like Dave Hill, who Lobov beat as a massive underdog at that point in time. He was 0-1 as a professional. Looks for the heel hook.
What a turn up for the books this would be if he could sub Shay Walsh.
Look for inverted heel hook there. Shay's on top of it, but that's twisted nastily. Knee bar possible. Shay's doing a good job of working out of it and staying composed.
Excellent work by Shay Walsh. Stayed calm in that position, Jay.
Yeah, great defense there. You know, a fighter can panic when you're in that position. If you think that somebody's going to tear your knee to shreds, you can panic, but Shay stayed calm, you know, kept his base and managed to work free of the submission. As I was saying before, when he fought Dave Hill as an 0-1 professional, he, you know, he won that fight against the guy who was a really grinding, top-game wrestler. So, you know, he can beat guys with this style, but let's just see whether Shay's got the right game plan and whether he can implement that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Lobov's weird sort of striking style is always going to catch the eye, but like you say, having been on the floor with people like Dave Hill for extended periods of time and not getting caught, you know, the guy's grappling is no joke either.
No, he has got submissions on his record. He submitted Uche Hikwe, who's just won tonight, so, you know, he's definitely got the grappling as well. Fighting out of SBG Ireland under John Kavanagh, a BJJ black belt himself. But Shay's doing a good job of staying on top, landing some good punches. He's standing up, letting the shots go, and then settling back down into the guard again. He's not getting too carried away, because that's when someone like Lobov will throw something that will catch you.
Yeah, it seems very clear, the game plan here for Shay Walsh, that crushing top game that we spoke about, not giving Lobov any room there, pressing him up against the cage.
Yep, and that's the key factor. Lobov is having a really hard time trying to work back to his feet, and if he's stuffed under, nice elbow comes through from Walsh. If he's stuffed under the bottom position for long periods of time, you're losing rounds and you're losing fights. He's also been in that position before, so, you know, you look at a guy like when he fought Saul Rogers, you know, this was the kind of way he lost. So if he doesn't find something spectacular, you know, we might see him underneath for 3 rounds and losing the fight that way.
Walsh moving into the half guard of Lobov.
Yep, I'm impressed with Shay's patience. He's not trying to rush it, and when he gets the opportunities, he's throwing the strikes. Just then, as Lobov tried to scramble, Shay took control, grabs the underhook and lets some right hands go. Little short elbows coming in from Walsh. All the punches, like, is going to the body. All these take the toll in the long run. So neither guy's expecting a quick fight, and Shay's really preparing himself for the latter rounds by just wearing Lobov down.
Certainly this half guard is proven very leaky now from Lobov in bottom position. Obviously, a lot of fighters are willing to just work from that half guard position, and Shay's found good success in this open period. As we say that, he passes to side, north-south, maybe looking for a choke. End of the round, and for me, Jay, clear round in Shay Walsh's favor. And from Lobov's point of view, do you think he's just going to have to keep this fight standing to have any chance here?
It looks like it is. He has attacked with a leg lock. You know, he has got submissions off his back. We've seen that before. But Shay Walsh has got a very good top game. He's very submission savvy, and it looks like his ground and pound attack is just too much for Lobov to really get his own attacks off from his back. So he's going to need this on the feet if he wants to win this fight by the looks of things.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one if you're in the corner of Lobov here, because obviously with his record and style, it's almost as though the guy wants to go out and entertain and fight his way. But I mean, how much of that can he keep getting away with? Like you say, his record does him no justice from his skill level. But until he develops sort of a counter game to this game plan, he's going to keep getting caught like this. Because like you say, Shay Walsh has seen the blueprint that others like Sol Rogers have set out in the past.
Yep, but Lobov will be training all areas of his game at SBG in Ireland. They've got good top game guys like Cathal Pendred, and you know, they've got really strong guys in all ranges, so I'm sure he's working on that. But you know, when it comes to fight time, someone as strong as Walsh, it doesn't always work out that easy. Nice elbow there from the clinch. This time it's Lobov working the clinch game, pressing Walsh up against the fence. Maybe he thinks if he can get his own taste of top position, he can do some damage. But just as we say that, Walsh gets the turn, uses that underhook to put Lobov back on the fence, and he'll look to drag it to the ground from this position.
Referee Mark Goddard calling for action in there. Bit of a stalemate as Walsh has his man pressed up against the cage. Lovely inside elbow there. And now he has the double unders. Lobov trying to pummel in on that side. Does well to avoid the trip takedown.
A good balance shown there from Lobov. Walsh had the underhooks, looks for the trip, but doesn't manage to get it. But he's still got the upper hand in this clinch position.
Lobov looking for a trip of his own. Excellent takedown. And as you said, Jay, perhaps Lobov fancies top position of his own. He immediately passes to half guard. So let's see what Lobov can do with the top position of his own here in the second round.
There's not too many times we've seen Shay Walsh stuck on his back. The only time we've seen that for prolonged periods is in the fight against Andy Ogle, the fight which is the only blemish on Walsh's professional MMA record. So, you know, if Lobov can stay on top for long periods, he's got a chance as well. Walsh works back to his feet though. In this kind of position, when you're clinched on the fence, to the casual sort of fan, it might not look like the guys are doing much, but there's a lot of, you know, just subtle nuances, jostling for position, you know, getting the underhooks, and it's more tiring than it appears on first look. So these guys are not resting in this position.
I must say, I've almost got to eat my words from the first round, because Lobov's defensive wrestling is working in the pummeling, and the clinch is looking very good, Jay, now. Yep, maybe dropping that first round has given him some added impetus.
Yeah, sometimes guys just need an impetus to get into a fight, but as we say that, Walsh drags it to the ground from a Lobov attack, and now sits inside that guard again. Lobov had a really tough time in the first round from this position, so he won't want to stay here too long.
That's going to be the problem for Lobov. Throwing that flying knee attack, Walsh seeing it and taking him down. But if you take out the flying knees and the crazy strikes, then, you know, that's not Artem Lobov anymore. That's what the guy's all about, and that's why he's so dangerous to so many people in this division.
Yep, and, you know, that's why he's endeared himself to a lot of, you know, hardcore UK MMA fans. Walsh maybe looking to set up an arm triangle. He's got his head under the armpit. Lobov works the elbow in though. Yeah, Lobov has become somewhat of a cult figure in UK MMA circles over the past year or so. You know, willing to take on all comers, derailing prospects and, you know, just generally being a crazy guy to watch. You know, he's earned himself a lot of fans. But in a performance like this so far, he's Walsh looks to set up the arm triangle again.
This looks close, Jay.
And if I know Lobov, if the choke does come on, he won't be tapping, he'll be going out.
Trying to just pull that leg out and pass the half guard of Lobov. That's all that's standing between Shay, Walsh and victory in my mind right now.
Yep, if he can pass that right knee over to the opposite side of his body as well, once he's managed to pull his left knee free, then that's the choke sinks in there. But Lobov is doing a good job of keeping that leg stuck there. He's locking it down, as you can see. And to really finish, Shay needs to get that leg free. But Lobov is just holding on. He's not really advancing his position or escaping. He's merely stopping Shay from finishing the submission at this point. And it gives the notification there to the crowd that he's quite comfortable. And he's managed to work his elbow in, and the immediate threat of the choke is gone.
Excellent defensive work from Artem Lobov there. Keeping the half guard. Now looking to scramble, but Shay Walsh, just a crushing top game here. And on my card, Jay, that's Shay Walsh, 2 rounds to the good. And Lobov is going to need one of those spectacular finishes that he's definitely capable of.
Yep, Lobov started that round brightly, but you know, he sort of faded as the round went on. As Shay managed to keep that top position. Yeah, another good round for Shay. He had a tough time at first, but you know, for me, again, that's 2 rounds up. Lobov, he does have heavy hands, he does have finishing power. When he fought Steve O'Keefe down at Cage Warriors, he managed to, you know, drop his man a couple of times with deceptively hard punches. So, you know, that is something he's got in his arsenal as well. But he needs to be in that striking range long enough to really let him fly. So we'll see if that can happen in this final 5 minutes. Yeah,
it's very difficult. Like with his stand-up style, it's very difficult for the corner team to put out tactics for Lobov, because like I mentioned before, obviously the flying strikes and the unorthodox strikes are probably what's going to catch Shay Walsh off guard, but he is putting himself in such danger to get taken down again, and we've seen he's just finding it impossible to get up off his back.
Yep, and that is the danger against Walsh. You know, the guys, the 7 guys that I've lost to him have all felt that same pressure, you know, the relentless takedowns, the top game, the ground and pound. And that's what works for him.
Oh, big uppercut from Lobov!
And he swarms him. Big left hand's coming in. And that is it. That is
Shay
it. The
Walsh
fight
is
is over.
Unbelievable finish by Artem Lobov.
What did we just say, Dave? He has the power to finish fights. And he just done it in the first minute of that last round. Catches Shay Walsh with a beautiful uppercut. And then ends the fight with some vicious left hands. That is textbook Artem Lobov. That is what the fans have come to see.
Absolutely sensational ending from Artem Lobov. Who would have thought an uppercut from the outside? And dare I say it, Jay, he's got his arms down and it's almost like he's goading guys in. Shay Walsh did too. Oh, we see the replay there. It was such a big shot and Walsh was in trouble, still trying to recover here, and Lobov was relentless in pursuing his man. But almost I feel that Walsh may have been goaded into standing up with him longer than he thought, Jay, because Lobov comes in with those hands low again. You're 2 rounds to the good. The moment you become comfortable against Artem Lobov, it could end very badly for you, and it did there. What a win.
Huge appreciation, please, for a fabulous opponent from Lancaster MMA, Shay Walsh.